So in this one I'm just going to show you how I'm starting the wing, but I was also going to show you my light setup. So my light setup originally, when we first moved in here, had these two lights, and these lights were on little nightstands in the corner. And so I ended up actually just putting shelves up first of all, and then when I did that I said, you know what, I'm going to mount a block to the wall, to the stud, with a wire hanger, and make a hanger for the light so that the light is basically suspended. Oh, there goes our router. Okay, you stay there. But yeah, so originally, let me see here, there was two of these lights. That would have looked something like that. So this would have been the lighting. And then I was working a job and they were getting rid of a bunch of these fluorescent bulbs, and they were the white, the white bulb fluorescents, because they were used in their displays for the product and stuff like that. So there, hundreds of them. I took a bunch. I gave a bunch away. So that one I have hung up right there, so you can now see a little better. But the other thing I also did, again, I had bunches of them. So I got them in David's room. I have them in the kitchen. Wait for it. All right, well, yeah, that one's actually, yeah, I gotta get on the board. So that one, and that one. And they're on a dimmer switch, which again, I aftermarket installed. Here's the actual regular light switch. There's the light, but maybe the bulbs are all out. No. So before this was the light, and then that's the light. You can still use them in conjunction with one or the other, but anyways, so I got them in the kitchen. Originally when we moved in here, you used to have to turn this light on through the little switch. Well, I had some parts left from a job that I was doing where I learned to be an electrician, and I literally fed the wire and everything, snaked it on through, and tapped into here and basically put a switch in. And because David couldn't reach up there, and it was a pain. I hated coming in here. Ugh. So this little switch has been a lifesaver. And then David would be reading his book right there with Lindsay, and I was like, man, that's bad for your eyes, so why not install a reading light, so then you're able to read your book. Pretend my hand has the letters on it. It's kind of hard to see the letters. You can see it, but not very well. Oh yeah, hey, how about that? Once upon a time. Okay, and then more shelves that I put up. Shelves. And made David his very own bookcase. First it was a shelf, and then I added on the bookcase. That's how that all came about. These are pieces of a palette that I took and put together and whatnot. So, and then my custom shelf. I can see the corbels. See how those are custom corbels right there, because that's what allows for this door to open up all the way. Something. Anyways, but you can see right there that it actually is functional. Otherwise, it would hit that corbel, boom, so it can swing all the way open. And then there's actually more shelves back there. Oh, you can't see that? Well, let me show you what. I added another light with another light switch. This was just a wall. This was not here. This was just a box that I cut in half, for a lower profile. Mounted it to the wall onto a stud. Here's the power cord that goes to an outlet. But Lindsay has a light for her clothes. We all have a light for our clothes, so now we can see our clothes. And there are shelves back here. That's what those books are on. You can see it right there, actually, at the bottom of the shelf. So there's half shelves back there that are recessed. Another one back there. Another one. There's several of them up there. There's like, I don't know how many. Same thing in the main closet. So anyways, just wanted to show you that. That light I hung up like the other ones, but there's no real. This one you still have to turn on manually, and this and that, a la chingada. So here's my window dressings that keep out the UV. We actually have a foam panel, and then there's a coroplast panel, which is this corrugated plastic stuff. There's a coroplast panel in there, and this is a sectional. So this is like, we don't want the whole thing covered, so then we take this sectional off, and then I have a screen that I made so that the cat doesn't get out. This one was cool. This came up real fast, and the cat has not been able to get past this sucker. It goes right into the door jamb and everything. And here's the additional part that also hooks in there. And again, the cat has not been able to break past that. So, yeah, talking about Ophelia. She tries, man. She tries all day long. It's funny. So, yeah, David turns out his reading light when he's done reading his book. That's light, okay. And then, so obviously, that light is pretty cool, but we had, and so originally, the lights were all on a circuit to where they were all on or they were all off. You didn't have this whole modular kind of, sectional kind of thing. So anyways, I got those lights, and then bam. So that's on a little switch that this was from some other light I just cut and spliced into it. But yeah, so basically, and there was one of the lights in there was actually behind there. So there used to be a light back there, like a valence light. Anyways, used to be a light back there. So I got 1, 2, 3. It was this length. This is the longer of the lights. And then these are some couch cushions that I zip tied together to make quick throwdowns, for like David. So this becomes like a little mattress for David. And then if we put 2 of them, obviously it becomes a mattress for me, while we're laying down watching TV or something like that. Or you can double stack them or triple stack them. And then, yeah, and that light's not active back there. You can see that light, but it's because I don't have a light bulb in it. And it works and everything. It's hung up on the hanger thing, but just ain't. Yeah. So, and then there's my double stack. First, it was first top shelf all the way, and then I did a lower one. I did a corner cabinet there. I did Lindsay's corner cabinet over there, which she uses the shit out of that thing. And then you can see the router. And then that was originally where our router used to be, or our TV antenna used to be. Yeah, got more shelves over here. More shelves over here. I added this little extension to the table. So you can see there's a corbel over there, and it's all tied into the corbel and this and that. And this opened up a lot of, because all this, all this used to be over under there, which is already a mess. But anyways, yeah, and then I was going to show you, to give you some perspective as to how big and how small I have made the Mini Aero. So this, I think the best perspective is the electronics pod. Originally, that's at 110% scale. That's at 160. And 160. $110. So right now we're going to build a 110 scale, or 110% scale, and yeah. So I had started the clock earlier, but I hadn't done anything because I was letting my phone charge. So it's almost 3 o'clock here. So basically at about 3 o'clock we'll be getting underway. And I was looking at another build on this guy, and he does pretty much similar things, but what he doesn't do is the shish kebab, the long shish kebab skewer reinforcement. He did the tape, and I was going to tell you the same thing is, how the hell is that 9 minutes already?